This video we are going to see that XPath are of two kinds. Okay, so XPath are of absolute type and the relative type. Okay, so what basically absolute XPath and relative XPath are, I'm going to show you with a live example. Okay, so the absolute XPath contains the complete path from the root element of the page to the desired element. Okay, so for example, if you want to inspect this username placeholder, then you can inspect it, and if you want to navigate over to this username, then you need to go to the root element or the parent element from where this DOM structure, the HTML document object model, has started. And where it has started, it has started from the HTML tag and then head tag. Okay, so you can minimize this and then see. Okay, so inside the body tag we have everything. Okay, even our input tag, you can see here when I'm placing my mouse over here, then this username is getting highlighted. See this? Okay, so we need to jump over here, but how can we jump? We can jump step by step, coming down slowly. Okay, so hopping out here and then here and then jumping over here and then here and here and here and here. So this is a very long process. Okay, so first way is this. Okay, and the second way is directly coming onto this particular node or the tag, input tag. Okay, so that we can use you can just reach your username placeholder or this particular web element. I'm talking about this particular web element. Okay, you can reach here directly. So there are two ways. Okay, the last video which we saw, in which we have told you the the syntax of / tag name and then the square bracket at the rate attribute is equals to value in the single inverted comma, that was a relative XPath. Okay, this is how you reach this input tag directly. Okay, you reach the input tag directly, but how can you reach it in an absolute manner? Okay, so let me tell you. Let's press Ctrl F over here. Okay, and if you'll start from here, then you can write the very first tag, HTML. Okay, HTML, and then you have two child tags which are at the same level. Okay, so I will not go to the head because I do not have this particular username inside my head tag. Okay, we have it in the body. You can see this. So we need to go to the body, and since they both are at the same level, they are the equivalent, so we can reach the body directly. Okay, we do not need to go to head via head and then reach body. We can directly reach to the body because they are at the same level. So we need to go to the body. Okay, body, and then we need to go to this div because this is the next parent visible to us. No script tag is also the parent, but div and no script are at the same level, so we do not need to go to this div via this no script. Okay, we do not need to navigate to this node. This is useless for us. We need to navigate to this div. So I'm typing /div. Okay, so this got selected, and then I'm typing again the other div. Okay, then I'm typing these two div are at the same level, so I can type /div. Okay, and then I have to go down and down, so I have to go to again div. Okay, so this div got selected, so again I'm typing the div. Okay, so it selected that, and then we are going to come over here, div. Okay, and then we are going to come over the form tag. You can see we have a form tag over here, form, and then we are having div again, and then we have the input tag. Okay, so you can see that this input tag got highlighted now. So this is how we are navigating to this particular input tag via writing the whole lot of syntax and the XPath. Okay, so this is a very cumbersome task. This is a very slow task. So this is how it's done. So this is what absolute XPath is. Okay, we have to reach to our element via the main root element. So this is what our presentation also says, that it contains the complete path from the root element. What was the root element? The HTML tag of the page to the desired element. Okay, and the absolute XPath starts with the root node. That means that single /. Okay, it follows a single / as I have shown you. You can see here I have used a single /. Okay, everywhere I've used a single /. Okay, what else we have here? Drawback is any slight change in the DOM makes the XPath invalid. For example, if we consider this page and the next day the developers decide to change the look of this particular page. So what will happen that if they change the code right here, for example, they make this div tag to some other div tag, right? They can change this div tag and create an input tag here or anything. But I have written the div tag only. I have written my XPath in this format only. And the next day when I come and run my script over the Selenium, then it will not run. Then it will say that cannot locate the element simply. So that can be problem. If the DOM changes, if the developers change the DOM, then you cannot locate that particular element anymore. Okay. But if we talk about the relative XPath, okay, so coming on to the relative XPath. The relative XPath, as we have seen in the previous video, it starts from the mid of the HTML DOM structure and it begins with a double slash. Okay, as we have seen that we used to write it like, you know, double slash tag name, and then we wrote @ attribute is equals to value, right? Value. So this is how we wrote the absolute XPath. So it is less brittle. Why? Because it is not having the vulnerability as we have seen in the absolute XPath. Okay, even if the DOM changes, we are using that particular tag name directly, so we can access it directly. Okay, we have jumped to that particular web element. Okay, so change in the DOM structure will hardly affect our web element. So this is much better in order to, you know, write the XPath. So this is how we write the relative XPath. Now let me show you by running the script one by one. Okay, so let us now go to the previous website which we have used in order to locate the XPath and type in some text here. Okay, hello new user. So now we are going to locate this element with the full XPath and the relative XPath also. So if you want me to type the full XPath, I can start it with, you know, obviously the HTML, and then we need to go to the body tag. Okay, then body tag, and then we need to go to the, okay, every tag is at the same level inside the body till now. Okay, so we have found the div tag, and under the div tag there are child tags. Okay, there are no tags at the same level of the div tag. Okay, so we're going to the div, and then we are, okay, so it is creating this div. So I need to select the div1, div2, 3, 4, and div3. We need to create select the div3. Okay, so I'm typing div3 here. This got selected. Okay, so I'm going to select the next div now, div, and then I have to select the next div, and then we need to go to the 1 2 3 4 5th 6th div, I guess. So div and then 6. Okay, so this div got selected, and so on. We need to move to our web element. Okay, so you click over the inspector button, and this is our web element, and we are way to our, so it's a long process in order to, we are here. Okay, we are somewhere here. It's a long process to type this absolute XPath. So in order to practice it, you can definitely type it. I've shown you how things are going and how I'm typing, and, you know, different tags are being selected, and eventually we'll reach to our, you know, this element. Okay, so this is not advisable to type it so long. So just for the knowledge purpose, I am currently going to inspect it and then copy the complete, or copy the full XPath, and then I'm going to paste it here. You can see that how long it is, man. Okay, so it is very long. So if you want to copy it, okay, if you want to copy it, you can copy it directly from here, Control-C, and then just paste it over here, and let us see that whether it is able to take this particular XPath and send the keys hello new user over here. So let's run the script, and okay, and now we'll see that, well, the script is able to focus over that particular web element and send our keys. Okay, so it opened the start my free trial page over the Salesforce developer.com, and it has to maximize the window. It's taking time for the website to load, and still waiting. So it maximized the website and it typed hello new user because it found the first name because it found the first name web element with this particular XPath, which was the absolute XPath. Okay, so now we're going to type the relative XPath, and it's very easy task for you because I have already shown. So let me help you with it. So we will go for, we'll remove this from here. So in order to know the relative XPath, we first need to follow our syntax, that is /input, okay, and then we need to create these square brackets and @name is equals to, so we have the, let me click on the inspector button and then inspect it. We have name is equals to user first name. So let me copy this. Okay, I'm not able to copy it here. Let me see. Okay, so let me type it manually. So user first and then name. Okay, so we have 1 of 1, okay, and it is highlighted also. So the computer is catching the particular XPath and then highlighting it. Okay, so let us copy this particular and paste it over here, and then we need to run our script, save our script and then run it. Okay, so running the script, yeah, it will launch the Chrome browser and then launch the start my free trial over the salesforce.com and maximize the window and then type hello new user in the first name placeholder as expected. So let us see what happens. The website takes a lot of time to load because it's a heavy website, right? So it maximized the window and then it typed in hello new user. Okay, so this was done via the relative XPath, so as we have typed it here. So this is how we create the relative XPath, and that is how we created the absolute XPath. So this is the basic difference between the relative and the absolute XPath. In the other videos, we're going to see more concepts over the XPath and explore the XPath more in detail. Okay, so keep learning and keep watching. Thank you.